Hey Facebook land, Zoe here. I just had this epiphany. I don't know if it's an epiphany, it was just a thought. Probably dressed it up a bit much then. I just went and did a beautiful yoga class this morning with Ollie, my beautiful friend Ollie at Yoga Bodyworks, and last night I was in Sydney, support role for the beautiful Jade, who is running the Dancing Eros. And last night was I won't get too much into it, but basically what I want to say is the reason that relationships lead to so much unhappiness for all of us is because we don't have a relationship with ourselves, and we outsource our pleasure. We outsource our pleasure in every aspect. We outsource our pleasure by saying, oh, he made me unhappy, or she did this and that made me do something. But when we really check in and maybe you can do this for yourself, maybe you need guidance through it, through workshops or one-on-ones, or whatever, meditation, yoga. It's about checking in with the self and having a healthy relationship with yourself, rather than people say, oh, I need you, or you complete me, or I want to spend the rest of my life with you because you do this for me. It's like, fucking do that for yourself. Pete Longworth, beautiful friend of mine, he explained something to me. We, like any of my close friends, we drop in really deep and talk about some amazing stuff, and he explained it to me, and I always hold on to this, that when you're in a relationship, you have these two outer walls. I guess you call them walls, pillars, whatever. They're like the foundations of the house. One is the one human, and one is the other human, and that can be in any relationship, with your family, with your hairdresser, I don't know, with your housemate. And it's like these two people, when they come together, they look at each other and they go, wow, fuck, you're amazing, like I want to be with you. And then what happens is, one of these walls, one of these people starts to I need you to complete me, or I'm having a rough time, support me. And that's okay. But then you've got to readjust and hold yourself again. Because if you stay in this fallen down, if you stay leaning towards the other person, hoping they'll complete you, then the foundations buckle and the roof falls down on the house. And that's outsourcing your pleasure to someone else. And I don't just mean sexual pleasure. I mean, definitely sexual pleasure is a big part of it, but pleasure in life. How many of us go around and I have to check in on this as well. Someone might bump into you with their shitty energy, and you're just like, oh fuck, ugh, that was terrible, what an asshole. And then it's like, hang on a minute, if you were holding yourself, you'd be like, okay, what just happened? That was a weird energy, yuck, shake that off, I'm good. Rather than allowing other people to ruin your day, or waiting for other people to brighten your day, is a really big one. It's just or when one person wakes up in a relationship, one person wakes up and they're like, yay, in such a happy mood, the other person wakes up, it's like, fuck my life, in such a bad mood. And then it brings everyone down. It's like, no, the happy person can stay, if they do the self-work, if they do the checking in on okay, no, I'm holding my own. I'm holding this side of the house up, in strength. And look, it's okay to need support. It's okay to need nurturing. It's okay to lean on somebody every now and then. I mean, that's part of human connection and the human experience. But then you have to pull your shit back together and stand up and be the other wall. Be that strong wall that you were when that other person you know, met you, or, you know, it doesn't even have to be in a relationship. Just be that strong wall for yourself. Yeah, and don't let things that other people do affect you so much. Yeah, and as far as sexual pleasure goes, you know, people might say, I have a great sex life. Are you outsourcing your pleasure to someone else though? Are you like not having not having sex, or not having pleasure, like sensual, sexual body pleasure, unless you're with the opposite sex or the same sex? Like if you're in a same sex relation, or, you know, in a same, like, yeah, if you're gay, are you waiting for someone else to fulfill that need and just being like, oh God, it's bone dry at the moment, no sex happening? Like, why are you waiting for someone else to create that for you? Why can't you create that for yourself? And it doesn't have to be like full-on masturbation. It can just be like, I'm here for myself. What do I need? Maybe I just need like some gentle caressing. Maybe I need, you know, to whatever. Like, I'm not going to get too far into it in this video, but definitely on a one-on-one situation, yeah, I get a lot further into that on how to like stand in your own for yourself. So I do it too, you know. I definitely do it too, but the last 24 hours has been a really big check-in for me. I mean, I do check in on it quite often. I'm just like, okay, you know, what's going on? Why am I being triggered by this? Why am I letting that person take my, or why am I letting that person take my happiness? I mean, they're not, you know, they're not. Maybe they mean to, but you don't have to let them take your happiness or control you or anything in any way. And so once you create your own pleasure in life and your own like yin, your own life force and life energy, and hold your own in life, you'll work out that yes, okay, great, my relationship is 100,000 times better. Or you might work out that, fuck, like, okay, this isn't really what I need. I was just staying with this person because I wanted them to complete me. But once I've completed myself, it doesn't feel like the right fit. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's kind of what I wanted to say. Just a really quick, short video on just a little reflection there. So, yeah, I've had a few, I can't really read the comments right now. Ooh. But I've had a few people messaging me in the meantime, and I've seen the messages coming up saying, I need to work with you, or, you know, this sounds exactly what I need. If you want to work with me, amazing. You know, I'll let you know if I think we'll be a good fit. We can have a little chat via Facebook, or, you know, whatever, if you inbox me. But yeah, if you want to work one-on-one, just go to my website, zoeswain.com, and you'll see there I have workshops coming up. I'm just about to, this afternoon, I'm going to launch some really exciting news about my next 2 workshops coming up in Newcastle for men and women. Oh my God, like, wow. So I'm going to launch that this afternoon and talk about that some more. But just, yeah, if you want to work with me one-on-one, you can actually even just book your own sessions online, Skype, you know, face-to-face. You just even just come in for some body work and have a chat, some needling, cupping, whatever. Yeah, so zoeswain.com, and have an amazing day and hold your own.